Yup, you see what it is, man. Your boy Trendsetter Sense. Of course, this is Chosen Journey, and I got my sister in the building. She's on fire. The Queen.
What's
Queen Lee, what's up?
What's poppin'? I'm so excited.
Hey, thank you for coming, man. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn.
Yep.
Queen Lee ran up on me and was like, "Hey, bro, what's up? Like, I'm Queen Lee. Let's get it popping."
This is gonna be the story of my life.
Why you say that? Because you just
every
be
place I go, everybody like Queen Lee on the show. She was like, "Hey, why I ain't doing this? Why I ain't doing that?" But I got a motto in life is like, the worst somebody can tell me is no. I'm gonna ask.
Man, who you telling? Listen, Queen Lee. Every time I see you, like, you going full go mode. You man, you got your businesses, your music career, man. Let's start from the evolution, man.
Yeah.
Like Queen Lee. Is that your name, or how'd you get Queen Lee?
So my name is Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, that's
Yeah.
right, cause you're IG. I am CEO Aaliyah, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so my name is Aaliyah, and growing up, a lot of my friends just called me Lee.
Okay.
And so it's crazy because I didn't even have a rap name at first. Like when I first put, I don't know if you know Glow, but when I first put my music out, I put my first song out with Glow. He had me on it as Lily because all my friends called me Lee or Lily. And then when I started doing Fresh Leftovers, DJ and Lexi was like, you need an artist name. Like, what's your artist name? I was like, I don't know. Everybody's calling me Lee. Maybe I just do Lee. And it's like, no, you need to put something in front. So I just, Queen Lee. It wasn't no spectacular reason. Just Queen Lee.
Ain't no mistaking. You the queen is in the building. There is no mistaking. Were you always, when you first started doing music, was it you were doing music in the Christian space, or was it like, were you like, was it like secular space, or like, what? Tell me, like, when you first started doing music, where were you in life?
Yeah, so I never did secular music. It was always Christian music. Now, what I will say is, when I was in like 7th, 8th grade in middle school, me and my friends had this rap group called F Love Get Money, right? I know, it's so funny. It was called F Love Get Money. And we used to just like do like little songs or whatever, but we didn't even have like a full song. So like I didn't really like take music seriously then. And then that was it. It was just that one year we did that, and I never turned around and looked at music again until 2017. I gave my life to Christ, and it was this challenge going around on Instagram. It was like a back in the days challenge. You know how people use the same beat and they talk about whatever.
Yeah.
So this challenge was specifically to talk about who you was then and who you are now. And so in 2017, I dropped it. The Lord told me to do a freestyle. I dropped it to that one, and I talked about who I used to be, and now that I'm in Christ, who I am now. And it ended up going up on Instagram. And then the Lord was like, I want you to rap. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I want to be a real estate agent.
Okay.
I don't want to do this. I'm in college. Like, I didn't want to do any of that. And I was in the military, too, at the time.
Okay.
So it's like I had so many different things that I was doing at once. So I didn't start taking music serious until last year.
Last year?
Well, this year. Yeah, this year. This year, I told myself I was going to drop a song a month, and I did. And I ended it the year with the EP, which is my turn.
Wow.
But yeah, this is my first year. That's why it'd be so crazy, because as soon as I came in, I started getting like, features with some like the best Christian hip hop artists. But that was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I didn't even know these people. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. It was super random. Like, even how I met Anike and Breeze and stuff, everything was super organic, super natural, and it just, I didn't even know nothing about their music or nothing. And so to have songs out with them within my first year of like really taking music serious is like unheard of.
Wow. Shout out to Big Breeze. Shout out to Anike. I was going to talk about that, like, the Holy Girl movement.
Yeah.
Like, how did, and for people that don't know, Portia Love, Anike, you, who else is it?
Any female in Christian hip hop, really. We ain't got it's not no, you can't get in type of thing.
It ain't no click or nothing.
Right, it ain't nothing like that. It's like any female in Christian hip hop or Christian R&B, it's like we the Holy Girls.
Wow.
Like, that's who it is.
So, how did you guys just start, collabing up and getting together? How did that work?
So, I was doing First Leftovers for like 2 years, and then Breeze had his West Side Nights like album release party, and that's what we was doing First Leftovers at. Okay. Originally, we was doing it at the warehouse. And Anike came up to me. I was only doing radio and Kingdom Conversations at this point, so that's when I go online and I talk about whatever it is that God put on my heart to talk about, and I call it Kingdom Conversations. And Anike had came up to me. She was like, "Oh my God, let me take a picture with you," and I'm just like, You want to take a picture with me? Like, I need to be taking a picture with you. Like, what you talking about?
Right.
And so from there, it was like an instant click. We exchanged numbers and stuff. She heard some of my music. And then Few was doing Speed Racers music.
Shout out 1K Few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was doing for Speed Racers music video, and he invited all like Christian hip hop girls. Like he was like, I want to honor the ladies in Christian hip hop. And at that time, I didn't have no song out. I only had freestyles on Instagram. So for me to get invited, I'm like, how? And so that's when I ended up meeting Portia. Me and TK Lee was already really cool. I ended up meeting Adia. Like, I started meeting all the ladies or whatever.
Shout out Adia, yeah.
Yeah, love her down. Started meeting everybody, and it was just like instant click. So we started doing these things called Holy Girl hookups or Holy Girl link ups or whatever, and we would meet at whoever house. I think one year we met at like V Rose house, one year we did Portia house. Like, we was just doing like little Holy Girl click ups, and everybody literally just clicked so well. And so that's why I said Holy Girl. The Holy Girl movement, and it's not nothing that I pioneered. Of course, I'm just like, a part of it, but it's definitely not like you get in with your respect and you got it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that. Like, females to Christian hip hop, everybody's welcome, and we just want to do music together as the body, as women in Christian hip hop, because we already the anomaly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not already get together and just do music?
Wow, I love it. Queen Lee is here. You see what it is. My turn. The EP on deck. We talking about it. The Holy Girl movement, man. Man, we did a crusade together. Man,
that was crazy.
That was crazy. For people that don't know, we talking about Atlanta Alive. Shout out my brother Joe. At Piedmont Park in Atlanta. That thing, man, it was like 15,000 people.
No, that was crazy. Like, every day it was packed from the top of the stage to the back. I was not expecting that.
Yeah. That thing. And then we also did, we done a couple shows together. Cars in Christ.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and then you did that show in Vine City.
Vine City. What was that?
Man, you did the
Did I?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know the name of stuff.
But the
you talking about the no, you're not talking about the playlist.
No, not the playlist.
But we did that too together.
The
release party.
Yeah, we did that. Well, we on the playlist together. But I was just thinking about with the shows, man, Atlanta Alive. I just want to get your thoughts on like the impact and what it did, being from Atlanta, and when you saw, like, when you came out on stage, you saw those people, like, what was going through your mind?
It's so crazy because right after Atlanta Alive, right, somebody went on TikTok, it ended up going viral, and they were saying how, like,
I saw that.
I was like, this is God.
Right.
Like, just to know that they were just cruising through and that they needed a word from God, and they just ran into Atlanta Alive. Like, that was so crazy and strategic and intentional from the Lord. But this is what I would say about Atlanta Alive. So, at first, when I seen everybody that was on the lineup or whatever, at first they didn't tell nobody like what days we were on, right? And I'm born and raised in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And so when I seen Yandro, everybody on there, I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be so crazy. But the days that, like, they never told us like what day we were doing. So when they finally told us a week of what days each person was on, and I was on Sunday, but all the Holy Girls was on Friday. Now, yes, I went on stage with Anike on Friday.
Yeah, you did
but
both days.
Yeah, I did end up doing 2 days, and then my husband, shout out Kingdom Clothing. This is what I'm wearing. Actually, he had a table there too.
Yeah.
So I was there all 3 days actually, because my husband had a booth there.
Right.
All 3 days. But when I seen all my Holy Girls and Dante and everybody on Friday, I'm like, all my friends on Friday. I'm on Sunday. I don't really like this. So then,
no, but Sunday was fire though.
So that's what I was about to say. Being Atlanta a native, and basically I went right out before Yandro. It was like I feel like I opened up for Yandro. I'm like, hold on, now I can put this on my resume. Like, now I can say this.
Facts.
And so even just like Few introducing me to him backstage, stuff like that, just him being an Atlanta legend, it was just like such a surreal moment. And it just makes me know that, like, the Lord is so strategic and intentional. Although I wanted to be on this lineup with all my friends, all the people that I'm close with,
crazy.
everybody in music or whatever, the Lord was like, well, I actually need you on this day. And I thought that it was not going to be, I thought it was going to be a bad turnout on Sunday, because I'm like, it's Sunday. Everybody church, like, it's a lot of stuff going on. But it still was a massive turnout. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Man, talk about your merch. I see you got it on.
Yeah.
Jesus set me free. Shout out to your husband, man. And the clothes is crazy, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, so this is actually my husband's clothing brand. It's called Kingdom Clothing, and we're very known for the Jesus Set Me Free. So whenever you see the people have the big on the back of their shirts, you probably seen Breeze, 1K Few, Keon Boone, Dante Pride. Everybody is like buying my husband's merch, and they wearing it in all their music videos and everything. Is so like surreal. But this only our second year doing doing shirts and jackets and all these different things or whatever. And for the amount of just publicity and just notoriety and just even more importantly, just the amount of love that we have been receiving from the kingdom space has been incredible. I'll tell you something that humbled us though. We actually at one of Atlanta Alive's events, we did their fall festival too.
Okay.
So at one of their events, a Crunch Fitness partner came up to us or whatever, and they was like, "We want to partner with y'all. We want to put y'all stuff all in our gyms. We want to, you come every month and you get to sell your clothes, X, Y, Z, or whatever." And we're like, "Bet." So, that was our first partnership, and we were super excited about it. We're so used to going to Christian spaces, and we sell out every time. We do the Ark, we've done the Christian club that's in Orlando. I forget. Oh, Joyful Noise. Okay. We've done all these things, and we sell out every single place that we go to.
Right.
Man, we went to this gym. It's and you gotta remember, this is a worldly space.
Yeah.
So you're trying to sell Jesus to people who don't believe. And so that humbled us. Like, okay, Lord. How are we going to sell to non-believers? What conversations should we be having in order to draw them in to be like, not only they feeling like, oh, the quality is great, oh, this and that, but this is not really, what I believe in or whatever. What conversations should we be having in those moments to, not only we want somebody to buy something, but we want somebody to get Jesus out of, our merch or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that definitely humbled us. Not being in the Christian space, selling Christian clothing was a hard task. But other than that, this birth from my husband being in an isolation period, which is why he put Jesus Set Me Free. He had a whole moment where the Lord just isolated him. Like, I need our relationship to be genuine. I need to just be me and you. And he felt like Jesus set him free from a whole bunch of stuff that he was dealing with in that moment. And it birthed that. And so when he was in college, he went to Lane College. He had his own he had his own clothing brand, and the Lord said, "I want you to break down that old brand and build one for my glory." And so that's how we get Kingdom Clothing. This actually an exclusive drop. This dropped today. So
okay.
My husband's like, "I want you to wear it. I want to see if we get any type of feedback or whatever." But this is super brand new. All the jewels and stuff is in right now.
Yeah,
so everybody's wearing
the rhinestones and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but the clothes fire, man. And,
Thank you.
I've seen your setups with you and your husband. And man, y'all be like,
we don't play around about the setup.
That's what I'm saying.
No, we need to be set apart. We need to be set apart. We don't need to look like nobody else. My husband hates just a table with shirts. It's never going to be that. It's going to be a tent, ropes, red carpet. It's going to be everything. You need to feel royalty when you walking up. Right. And that's how we going to make you feel.
Yeah. And I love it, man. Queen Lee's in the building, man. I wanted to get back to your performance, man, because you mentioned something you were talking about. You just started, taking hip hop seriously not too long ago. But when I'm seeing you perform, I'm like, oh, she a seasoned vet. Like,
that's so funny.
Yo, like, I'm like, where this come from? Like, you talking about you just, you know what I mean? But then all of a sudden when I'm seeing you, so like, I'm like, yo, where did this strength and this confidence come from?
Yeah. So my family is a dancing and performing family.
Okay.
Before I was doing music, like also, and I say this in every interview, and people be getting on me in the comments, and I don't care. I'm a Nicki fan. Okay. I love Nicki Minaj now, but of course, me being Christian now and me being under just understanding more, I can't listen to her like that anymore because it just don't feed my spirit the way I need it to. Yeah. But my point was,
she seemed like she's trying a little bit though.
No, she definitely trying. No, for real. I really believe that Nicki loves Jesus, but I do know that when you live a certain lifestyle and you receive so many accolades and you got so much money, sometimes it's hard to choose between the world and God. I know it's so many celebrities that God have given me dreams about that they know that they are called by God.
Ooh, I want to hear about this.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's so many celebrities that the Lord has literally gave me dreams about, me talking to them, prophesying to them, praying for them, all different things. And I believe that Nicki is definitely one of those people. But I'm one of the people that don't play about like lyrics. Like I used to study Nicki lyrics. That was, in my generation growing up, Nicki was all we had. We ain't had no other woman. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can say Foxy Brown and Kim and stuff. I didn't grow up in that era. Right. So I didn't have her. I had Nicki Minaj, and that was the best female rapper that we had. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we got more female rappers that's coming out now. Yeah. Amazing female rappers. But Nicki is what we had growing up. And so I used to study her lyrics. If you don't know the lyrics, don't be around me mumbling. I don't do all that mumbling. So you need to know what you're saying and perform it how she do. Even going into like growing up before, of course, we knew the demonic side of things, listening to Beyonce and seeing the performances and all the different type of things or whatever. My family, like me and my sister, we get down. Okay, turn on something that we knew growing up. We gonna perform the whole thing. So I think it's on a whole different level now. The reason why I may look seasoned is not only because of that, but because I don't play about things in the kingdom looking good for God. Because a lot of stuff people do is mediocre. They like, okay, this just for God, or this is only going to reach this, so I'm just going to put this out, and it's very mediocre. I hate that with a passion. Like it's so distasteful to me that like the person who gave you your gift, you're using a gift and you're doing it in a mediocre way. No, the same way the BET Awards go all in, the Christian Hip Hop Awards should go all in the same way. How we perform, how we dress, how everything is in cadence, how everything should be excellence too. It shouldn't just be just because it's the world and they may got some money. Okay. God gonna provide for us as well, and we need to look, if not better, than what they're putting out. Let's not be mediocre in our gifts. And so I don't play about practices with my dancers. I got my dancers. We gonna practice. We gonna get a few practices in a few months before. Like we practicing now for something that's in January. Like it's all strategic and it's planned out from the Lord.
Yeah, I told y'all Queen Lee plays 0 games. I told you she will run down on you. You know, you better be on deck with it. But
okay.
We in here, man. Chosen Journey, and we having this conversation, man, and we've been talking about, a couple mainstream artists and stuff. What's your opinion on like collaborations?
Yeah.
There's been opinions over here, opinions over there.
Yeah.
Everybody I just wanted to get your take.
So I actually just recently had a video about this go viral from when I was on a fix. And it's actually so crazy because
Shout out my man Focus.
Shout out Focus, man. Because I'm just in a space in my life right now where I'm, if we're not discipling, praying for and doing all the different things, I just don't feel like it's wisdom to be collaborating, because I feel like it can lead some believers astray. So, for example, everybody want to bring up like the Glorilla and the Maverick City thing or whatever, and if this maybe was a single by itself, X, Y, and Z, I probably wouldn't have been as mad at it as I am, because the very next song on there is pop that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the very next song you turn to on the album is something crazy. So I'm like, I don't know. I just don't want to be that believer that leads anybody astray. I don't like if the Lord is telling people to not listen to people for a certain reason, why would we be collaborating with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got their own opinions. Like I said in the last interview, I'm very open. I'm not like married to this topic. I'm not like, I would never. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that right now where I am with my walk, I'd rather disciple, pray for, fellowship, all the different things before because of your name, I'm going to hop on the track with you. You know what I'm saying? Because the same notoriety and whatever God can give me from being on the track with you, I can get that from doing another song with another fellow sister or brother in Christ. Because he elevates. Okay. I don't have to get it from somewhere else and then, just so this can blow up or whatever. But yeah, that's my take.
So putting you on the spot, if Nikki called.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't know, because that's
not time yet. It's not
time.
I
don't know if it's time, but I would love to kick it. I would love to pick her brain, see where she at with her walk with Christ.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm too young to like disciple her, but I feel like Tasha's probably doing a great job because they doing a lot of collabs.
Did a song
so
together. Yeah.
Right, and this not their first song. They done got like 3 songs out. So I think that Tasha's probably doing a great job. Collaborating with her. Just seeing how she just defended all of the Nigerian Christians. That blew my mind. I was so happy to see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like, if it's like the door's cracking open.
It's cracking open.
And that was another question that I had. Like, have you been paying attention to a lot of like, mainstream artists having been way more open about the faith and the God in everybody.
Jesus is literally coming back soon.
You see what I'm saying?
Because it's so many celebrities now. Like Soulja Boy was just online reading scripture.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And I'm also seeing even the ones that like we probably don't know about that's not like in our community as far as like, black community or whatever. But I'm seeing it's one dude, his name like Leo Skeptic or something like that. I don't know. I don't know him like that, but he used to do drag. He's a gay white man. Oh, wow. And he used to do drag, and he is cracking open that Bible and getting convicted.
Wow.
Somebody else named Jeffree Star, another LGBTQ white man, same thing, opening that Bible and sobbing. So it's like God is doing what he needs to do, and he's doing it how he needs to do it. He's doing it in his own rendition in the world. And I'm not nobody to come against that. I'm not nobody to come against that. But if somebody was to come to me and ask me, for example, like I said, I would just want to, see where they at, all the different type of things before I just, because of your namesake, I'm going to do a song with you.
Okay. Talk about it, Queen Lee, man. it's like there's a responsibility, especially being a Christian artist, because you looked at upon as a shepherd. And talk about the responsibility. It's more than just music. Yeah, music is fun. It's fun to make. There's a lot of hard work in it, but at the same time, there's power in words.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get your take on that.
Being a Christian hip hop artist can be hard sometimes. It can be challenging. I'm recently, and this me being, I haven't said this to nobody, but it's me being very vulnerable. I'm recently going through this thing with like this group of fans that I got. They have just been very over the top, calling me on social media and all this stuff. It's just like so much happening, to the point where I don't even know if I'm gonna have to take legal action because they doing a lot.
Like, what you mean?
Harassing me. Like, I get if you a fan, but like, people got regular lives. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes
like stalker stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it get like out of hand, and I just never thought that this would be my life, especially because I didn't expect to have no life where I'm in the limelight like this. And so now I'm going to places and I'm starting to, like, people are starting to notice me. Like, I was in Ross the other day and this girl came up to me like, oh my God, I listen to all your music. Or, I don't know if you know or not, but I also have a book out for single women. And one girl came up to me, she was like, I have your book in my car. Like, oh my God. So even just like stuff like that, it makes you be very mindful of what you're doing, what you're saying, who you're around, just all the different things. Because yes, we do music, yes, we're Christian, but we also at the same time are regular human beings. But we have an assignment and we have a call, and a call that we said yes to, more importantly. And so if you say yes to a certain call, you got to be ready for what they come with. To whom much is given, much is required. And so I'm just in a space of like really realizing how much is being required of me. It's a scripture in Galatians that I always bring up. It's like one of my favorite scriptures right now. I think it's Galatians 6, but it says, make a careful exploration of who you are and the work that you have been given, and then sink yourself into that. And so I'm in a sinking myself into a certain space right now. The Lord has already showed me signs. He's already showed me who I'm supposed to be and where I'm supposed to go. Okay. So now I'm in a season of sinking myself into it, which is why I have so much music out. Whereas before, I released every 6 months because I didn't care. Okay. Now I'm in a space of like, okay, God, you said quit my job. Oh, it's just music now? Oh, grind mode.
100%.
Yeah, I'm sinking myself.
For the kingdom.
Everything is all kingdom. So it's like, yeah, it definitely gets challenging, but it's worth it. And I said yes, so I got to be ready for what's coming forward.
Man, speaking of the music, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
My Turn, the EP on deck, Fire, man. Chosen Journey, we've been on that Big G, and you got the remix on there too.
Yeah.
But I also... Matter of fact, I'm gonna just break it down. Let's start with Big G.
Okay.
Got the video for it and everything, and you got the remix with Mike Teasy.
Yeah.
Man, just talk about it. Evolution, Big G, what we doing?
Yeah. Shout out my producer. His name is Reese. That's my right hand for real. Cause he been pushing me. He actually pushed Big G. Like he pushed Big G because he thought I wasn't gonna like it when he first sent it to me. He was like, I don't know how you gonna feel about this, but I wrote this hook and I got
hard.
this beat.
The beat is hard.
Yeah, man, he went in.
Yeah.
He was like, I wrote this hook and I got this beat. And so he sent it to me with the hook already on it. And that's actually my producer who's on the hook.
That's him on the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
the Big G coming.
Yeah, he don't want to be an artist.
Okay.
He didn't even was supposed to stay on the hook.
Okay. He killed it though.
No, he sent me with the hook on there and was like, redo it. But when I went in the studio, so I record with Glow a lot.
Okay.
We went in the studio and I was just like, nah, I just hear it. You supposed to stay on there. Kind of like that Jackie Perry and Dre type of thing, where like how Dre was on the hook and she was just, he was like, no, but I just wanted to be queenly. Like I want people to see that. I said, they gonna see it in the verses. They gonna know I know how to rap in the verses. That's okay. Yeah. But I really think you're supposed to stay on this hook or whatever. And so, he sent it to me. I loved it. I was actually at a gym where he sent it to me, and the Lord started giving me the words too quickly. Like I had to go to my car. I had to get off the treadmill and get in the car and start writing because I started hearing it. And so I'm gonna give you one little thing a lot of people don't know about Big G. So on the end part we say, never let up, nothing you but know that it's stuck. He one call away. Know when I called him, demons they fall. Nobody will know the hour or the day, but he coming like. And so when I was in a car, I heard, get 'em. That's what I heard. And so when I was rapping it back to my husband and to my producer, I was like, okay, this is what I heard. Nobody would know the hour or the day, but he coming like, get 'em. And they was like, no. Absolutely not. Did you run out of bars? No. That is not it. And so I was like, man, I'm telling y'all though, but this is what I hear in my spirit. I'm telling y'all. So I go to the studio with Glow, and I was like, listen, my producer and my husband not feeling this part, but I'm telling you, it's what I feel in my spirit. And Glo was like, no, I feel that. On top of it, let's just do some more get-ems. Like, just put so if you listen to it on the back end, you'll hear you'll hear me singing that part, but on top of it, it's get 'em, get 'em, get 'em, let's go get 'em. And so that's how that came about. I fell in love with that song. That's like, I think Big G is one of my favorite songs. One of my only songs with a video out. My first, like, that was a song that the Lord clearly showed me a video for.
The whole vision.
The whole vision behind the video. And the video ended up doing numbers within the first week. And I was like, okay, so we really rocking with this. And so we started talking about, we had started getting a lot of advice from Dre. Shout out Dre and shout out Ace. But Dre started having meetings with my husband weekly about just like, helping build me as an artist, management, all this type of stuff or whatever. And so he was like, yeah, y'all need to drop like a little EP before the year up with. Don't drop none in December. That's Christmas music. Ain't nobody really, playing nothing, but drop like a little EP. So we started getting this EP together, and Big G was just doing so well that I'm like, okay, normally when they do well, people do a remix. So let me see about it. So we was at First Leftovers. Teezy came in the studio. And he heard They Coming. He really wanted to be on They Coming.
Oh.
But I heard him on Big G.
And that was the next song I was going to ask you about, too.
Yeah. I heard him on Big G, though. So he heard They Coming. He was like, no, sis, I want to be on. I was like, nah, I really hear you on Big G. And so what I told him, I'm going to tell you how bad he delivered. Like, he did so great, right? So I told him, I said, I want it to be like that old school sound where T-Pain used to come on somebody's song and, like, just redo the hook and everything.
Yeah. And
so that's why you get, Big G, come in. Baby, I ride it. Like, he just went in.
Yeah.
So he literally executed everything I said. So that's how you get Big G1, Big G2.
I love it, man. We here. We talking about it. My Turn, the EP out right now. They Coming.
They Coming.
Who's they?
They Coming is Disciples. So I'm talking about Disciples. They Coming actually. So some playlists how they bring you in the studio and then they just play you a bunch of stuff and you just. I actually submitted They Coming for one of my records for the playlist for Reach Records playlist or whatever. So I did They Coming and I did You Say.
Okay.
With Levi and they end up.
That's the one that made it.
That's the one that made it. And so I was in the studio and they had two producers in there and they kept on playing They Coming beat and I instantly started hearing like They Coming. And I heard it supposed to be about discipleship. So I started writing about they finna slide, get up and get them to ride, tell them we waiting outside, tell them to come. We on the sum, saving these souls to the souls they won. That's me talking about us going to go get people. We want to go get them. It's time to go. Get in the car. Like, we leaving right now. Like, you ain't with it then. Hey, I don't know what to tell you, but we leaving now.
Yeah.
And so that's what we talking about going to go get people. I mean, just talking about Matthew 28:19 in general. As you go into the world, as you go, it just talks about you doing life. Yes, as you're doing life, you supposed to be grabbing them. Hey, what you really waiting on though? Grab your keys and a coat, man. We headed out the door. We not doing no playing around. It's time to go get these people because Jesus is coming back very soon. Okay, and so either you gonna, every knee gonna bow, every tongue gonna confess. So what side you gonna be on? So that's really what They Coming about.
Man, I love it. Queen Lee is here, man. We talking about it. Of course, Chosen Journey. I want to get into this one lyric that you said got me out that jail cell. Talk about.
Wow.
Yeah. What got me out that jail cell?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is this experience right here that you're talking about?
So I'm speaking physically and spiritually.
Okay. I like that. I
have been in jail before. No, I ain't do nothing bad. Okay, I ain't do nothing bad.
What'd you do, Queen Lee? What'd you
do? it was reckless driving and super speeding. So I was doing like 102 and a 55.
What you was doing that for?
I had a nice little Camaro rental car, just cruising down 20, So I ended up getting locked up and I had to sit for like 5 days. And they didn't even they didn't give me no choice. Like I had to sit in there for 5 days. Like I was just, but that was also, that was 2018. And I was just in there. Crazy part is I went in there on a fast. Like I was fasting and got locked up.
Well, when you in that fast phase, boy, them attacks.
I'm telling you.
You gotta be, boy, your armor gotta be up.
It gotta be up. Yeah. And you can't let it down for a second.
No.
So I was really fasting, got locked up, had to sit in there for 5 days or whatever. Like the judge was like, yeah, no bond. Your driving record too bad. No bond. I need you to sit. You need to know.
Wow.
Like you need to stop this. And I ain't got a ticket since that. I ain't had a ticket since then. But yeah, so I say that physically and spiritually because when I say jail cells spiritually, I'm talking about all the bondage that I was in. Like very hard bondage to lust, very hard bondage to obsession to marriage, very hard bondage to hyper independence, like never wanting no help. Really gotta really learn how to trust God. So yeah, it was so many different things that God just pulled me out of my personal jail cell that I put myself in, or stuff that was on my bloodline that I automatically was in jail for, that I didn't even know was on my bloodline. And so that's why it's crazy. It's very important to do a very careful examination of your bloodline and what's the repeated patterns that you see on your bloodlines, and that's coming to you as well, and so that you can break free from those things, because it's going to be things right now that me and my husband broke generational curses of that our kids will never have to experience. They will never have to experience certain things that we went through because we are breaking the curses and have broke the curses. Even with me being married, nobody's in my family is married. I've never seen a marriage in my life. My spiritual father was the first marriage that I sing for a long time.
Wow.
So yeah, this the first and last marriage that I'll ever be a part of. I won't ever get a divorce. I'm telling you that right. And my husband already talked about it.
Yeah.
Divorce is not on the table.
Right,
Okay,
right.
we gonna work through.
How long have you been married?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. Congrats.
Yep, very
congrats.
fresh.
Yep,
very fresh. So it hasn't been long
what,
at all.
7 months in?
7 months?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all move like a team. I just knew you was about to say 7 years.
That's my rock. No.
What?
Yep. Let me count it. It was March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 9 months.
Congratulations.
I gotta get that right, because I will be held accountable.
She gonna be watching. She gonna be watching.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Y'all move like even how y'all did Atlanta Live.
Yeah.
With her, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah. Because her work ethic. Like,
she don't play around.
No, 0 games. Yeah,
she
like
don't
I
play
stepped
around.
my game up being with her.
Even what y'all do just compliment each other so well, and that's just a testament to the kingdom.
Appreciate it.
Like,
that's how I see you and your husband.
I was just about to say it's such a testament. Like, so even sometimes when I do these shows and stuff like that, like if they don't have a great budget, boom, I need a table. If y'all don't got a great budget, I need a table. So that way we can eat.
Certainly,
you know what I'm saying? So the fact that he can sell, and it's always gonna be a Christian event if I'm there, of course. But the fact that he can sell merch and I can be getting paid while I'm on stage, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it works so well. So shout out you and your wife, because that's the same thing.
Yeah, man. We here, man. Let's talk about it back on this album. Smoke. I've been double dutching in and out.
Yeah. That lyric actually came as a rebuke from the Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was literally asleep. Sometimes the Lord just wake me up with lyrics. So I was literally asleep, and I heard the Lord tell me, "You've been double dutching in and out this call like it ain't necessary." So he was rebuking me but giving me a bar at the same time. And so I started hearing, "I've been double dutching in and out this call like it ain't necessary. God gave me so much flavor. These boss are Ben and Jerry sleeping on myself, but now I'm up. We call that resurrection. And I'm waiting on somebody to stop me, but that'll never happen." Hearing that, I said, "Oh Lord, you really want me to like go in for real with this music? Like you're not playing about music." And so I wrote it. I felt like it was so fire. My producer went stupid on that beat. Like even up just how he kept switching up the beat throughout the entire song. And so I said it to my husband, and I only had the first verse on there. And I was just like, "What you think?" And he was like, "We got home from work." He was like, "Babe, the Lord started giving me like lyrics for the second verse." And I was like, "Oh, you finna write my second verse? Like, what's up?" And he was like, "Nah, it's me." I was like, "You gonna get on a song?" So that second verse, that's actually my husband.
Oh.
And so that's his first time being in the studio.
Wow.
Other than he proposed to me through rap too, though.
Really?
Yeah, he's never been in the studio before, but my husband proposed through rap just because he knows like my heart. And so
how did this? What?
It's crazy. So he called it the Jamerson. Our last name is Jamerson. He called it the Jamerson Blues. And he told our story. Like, I'm walking in as the rose petals and roses are getting handed to me and stuff, and I hear this song playing, and he's rapping our love story.
Wow.
Like how we met, how we stopped talking, how we started back talking, how our first date. Like, it's all in there. And so, back to Smoke. Smoke is actually a song we came out to at our wedding.
Oh, okay.
So, you know how everybody come out and introduce you, Mr. and Mrs. Jamerson? We came out to Smoke. And so, back in April, a lot of our friends and stuff already had heard, because we got married a year and a half ago, but we had our wedding in April of this year.
Okay.
So, we just eloped.
Got you.
And then we had our wedding this year. And so, a lot of our friends, so nobody knew that my husband was rapping. And so, basically, after I got done rapping my part, I waited all the way to the end of the hook, and then I handed him the mic, and our family just went crazy. Like, "You're rapping." And so my husband is from Detroit, and so he had to put his whole Detroit testimony up in there. Wow. And so I was very pleasantly surprised at hearing him rap because my husband's not a rapper. Of course, he's musically inclined
His wife
because
is a rapper, so
right.
Yeah.
He's musically inclined because Motown. He grew up around all the Detroit
All the
music and
music,
stuff. Yeah, so of course he's there musically, but it's so crazy because in 2023 I moved to California for 6 months to do a discipleship training school in Huntington Beach with the circuit riders, and he had came down to see me. And they ended up prophesying to him, telling him he was going to do something in music. And he was like, yeah, probably manage her or something. I'm like, what y'all talking about?
Right.
And he was like, babe, they off. Something wrong with it. Like, they off. This is not this prophecy. I don't receive it. Like, they're off. And lo and behold, 2 years later,
Look at it.
In the studio.
Man, Queen Lee. Talk about it. 2026. You got a lot of businesses going on. You got your podcast.
Yeah.
Let them know everything.
Yeah. So 2026 is looking like I'm already getting booked for speaking engagements right now. I am a licensed minister. My spiritual father also ordained me as a licensed minister. So I do have a lot of speaking engagements that I'm already getting booked for. My passion is single women.
Okay.
Because I was single for 5 years. I have a book out for single women and a journal out for single women. Because I just feel like it's not talked about enough in the Christian space, and just being obsessed with marriage and finding healthy distractions.
That is a very challenge. Like just finding the right companion and your faith, like
like not getting weary and well doing, all the different things. Like a lot came like learning. A lot of people are waiting, but they're not waiting well. And so I'm in the space of teaching women how to wait well. So coaching opportunities coming up in 2026. I'm looking to, I got some stuff that's in the works right now for 2026 already. That's going to be like, I'm just going to be so excited to be a part of, and teams I'm so excited to be a part of, and just start seeking opportunities in certain different areas. So speaking engagements, more as I wait. That's what the name of my book called, As I Wait. More as I wait, and coaching opportunities, as well as Fresh Leftovers radio show. Top of January, Fresh Leftovers. We got some exciting news that we'll be announcing as well. And then me and my husband is in the process of starting the podcast as well.
Okay. The setup, I like the setup.
You been to Fresh Leftovers?
No, I'm talking for your podcast. I see when you had your guests and stuff.
Oh yeah, you got to come through though.
Yeah.
You got to come through for sure.
Yeah.
We definitely have a dope setup, and we actually want to expand and get our own building.
Okay.
As well, where we all, because pretty soon all of us gonna be off of our jobs. A lot of us are already off of our jobs, but pretty soon a lot of us gonna be off of our jobs, and just needing a space to call our office and call our own. Anyway, that's so off topic, but that's Fresh Leftovers for 2026. And me and my husband, we're looking to have some babies.
Okay, of course. There you go.
We definitely looking to have some babies. Don't know if it's gonna be 2026, but we definitely want to have kids soon. So yeah.
I love it. My Turn, Queen Lee, EP out now. Book out now. On deck, more shows, more speaking engagements, more advice, more therapeutic, more mentorship.
Yeah.
We on deck. Thank you so much, Queen Lee.
No, I appreciate you.
We here. We did it. Trendsetter Sense, Queen Lee, you see what it is. It's Chosen Journey.